Hey all, it's that time of year again. It is graduation time. There's plenty of people graduating from both college and high school, celebrating the fact that it's over. They finally made it. They made it through. What a big accomplishment it is for so many. I'm especially excited because my oldest son is graduating high school. And guys, I tell you, not that I didn't think it was going to happen. He's a good student and I'm proud of him, but this message is not for him. This message is for those who've been through some things. Can I tell you that I had my son at 16 years old? I was 16. I was, outgoing. I never met a stranger. I thought I could do and be anything in this life. When I found out I was pregnant in my sophomore year, I just thought it was over. I'm telling you guys, I was depressed. I was angry at myself. I was embarrassed. I mean, there were so many different feelings I had. And to know that to make it from that point was going to be so hard, I didn't even want to try. So it really was a point of depression. But I got over it. I got through it, guys. 18 years later, I'm excited to say that I made it. Not only did I graduate high school, my son has now graduated high school. And I know that I've done the best that I know how to do. Was I a perfect parent? By no means, and he'll tell you that. But I can tell you I did all that I knew to do. I gave him my all and my best. How did I make it over? How can you make it over? Because some of you are dealing with maybe the exact same thing I dealt with, becoming a teen mom. Others are trying to make it through school, and hey, I want to graduate, but life has dealt me a hard blow. How do I get over? So I want to give you some tips today. And these are tips. These are actual things that I did, not theory, not something I read in a book, which you can find in a book, but this is definitely something I learned. So the 3 tips I want to share with you is number 1, believe you can. In my instance, or in my circumstance, for a little while, I was like, I heard all the statistics. Only 1 in 17 moms graduate high school. I heard the statistics that as a teen mom, your baby was more likely to die because of poor nutrition and poor environment. I heard so many statistics, and it's easy to believe them. It's easy to say, well, you know what? They might be right. But I had to stop and say, I can do this. I had to get over the negative thoughts and the negative self-talk because I was my own worst critic. Oh, you're dumb. Look what happened to you. You can't make it. The baby's crying. You can't study. I had to stop with the I can'ts and the nevers and started to truly believe that it was possible, because you have to believe it first before you can do it. And I truly started to believe and had some positive affirmations that it's possible. I can do all things, and different scriptures I would say over myself and pray over myself that I truly believed it was possible. So that was number 1. You have to believe it's possible and get rid of that negative self-talk. The second thing I had to do after I believed was truly to ask for help, because I can say I can do it, but I tell you, you can't do this thing alone. I had wonderful support. My parents, my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, even though many weren't close by, their encouraging words kept me through. What I also learned is to get rid of pride. I was at a daycare and it was expensive. And those who have babies, and if you have multiple babies, it's like paying mortgage to the daycare workers, and you appreciate all they do. I mean, you really, really have to. I know I did, but it was expensive. And I didn't want to ask for help. I didn't want to be on welfare and 4C. And here in Orlando, here in the area, we had something called 4C where they subsidize your daycare. You pay a portion, and depending on the income, they would pay the other half. But I didn't want to get help or assistance from anyone. I didn't feel like I needed it. But those payments got tighter, and I was working a part-time job, going to school full-time. And though she gave me a discount, it was really tight. So I took that pride to the side and walked down to the office, filed the paperwork, and lo and behold, I was eligible. So sometimes we want to sit back and our pride tells us, don't ask for assistance. You won't need that. And I didn't want to be seen by other people as needy, or seen by other people that she can't handle it. But I had to not worry about anybody else. I had to accept the help the way that it came and know that I wasn't abusing the system. And anyone else who saw me as that, it has none of my business. What they thought about me was none of my business. I had to move on. Ask for help. Ask for help. You have not because you ask not. Talk to your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, and if they say no, keep asking until you get the response you need. And lastly is watch who you hanging around. You know, you sit around here and start believing in yourself and asking for help, and if all you hear is what we call negative Nancy's, no, no, no. The answer is always no. They're always telling you why things can't be done. They have to tell you where you have to live, how things are going to be. Oh, you'll never graduate high school. You'll never make it to college. And I tell you, you have to get rid of those stinking thinking, your own stinking thinking, and those stinking thinking people, and start to really hang around people who can encourage you, lift you up, build you up, and that will definitely set you on the right track. I know I had to get rid of some people, put some people in their place, and then I also surrounded myself with good people who were going to continue to encourage and lift me up. I've made some lifelong friends that way. So with all that said, I made it! He's graduating, and this is truly a monument in our life. And I just want to share that with many of you that, you know what, 18 years is a long time. I can still feel how deep in despair I was, but to know the joy that I have right now, even though it's 18 years later, my joy is so high. And I want you guys to get there too. Keep pushing. Don't give up. I believe in you. Connect with me. If you need some encouragement or some inspiration, please comment below. Send me a message on Facebook at Jecara Rivera, and we'll continue the conversation. Love you guys.